Welcome to a new special video. We all know dongle life from a few years back. Some of you still own those USB-C to 3.5mm dongles if you not switched already to Bluetooth headsets. And yeah, there are new phones coming out, and I have a few of them that have this weird new feature called Headphone Jack. And I think it is worth looking at this headphone jack and how good it's performing. And I have those two smartphones here, the Zenfone 9, the Xperia 1 Mark IV, but also my overall time favorite, the LG G8x Thin Q. And I want to test out the audio quality between them and tell you, and maybe I give you also a sample on how well it sounds. So let's get started. So we have those three smartphones here. I plugged already the Zenfone 9 into my Zoom H2n, and I will record its output so you can have a sample of what I'm hearing as well. Of course, this here is a recorder, professional one, but is still mangling a little with the audio and the cable that I'm using here as well. So of course you will not get the same experience as plugging in your headphones, but what I highly recommend is plug in your headphones right now, either Bluetooth or wired, so you can hear the differences. Otherwise, on a normal speaker on your smartphone also, you won't hear the differences. So plug in your headphones right now, and we will start with the Zenfone 9. And now I'm recording with the Xperia 1 Mark IV. And now you're listening to the output of the LG G8x. Thank you, and I can tell you by far I had to put the volume much more down. So let's talk about the sound quality and what we heard on all three of them. The clear winner here for me is the LG G8x Thin Q with its quad DAC system. This quad DAC system is so good that I only have to go in here and get the volume up to, I think it was 30% or something like this. Let's put in my headphones to check in. Okay, you have to play something. Then let's check the headphones. Yeah, 35%, and I still get almost the same loudness, not even louder than what I get with all the others. The good thing about this one is here I hear very clear, nice highs and punchy bass with this. And by the way, I'm using the Moondrop Kato for testing, personal testing. So what I was recording with was of course not those. I was recording it directly into the PC, and then of course you might hear a difference, maybe not. Anyway, I was testing this with those here, and of course you have other possibilities with this quad dock system to also use very great and big headsets and over-the-ear headphones that work pretty nicely. But here, this is the most powerful for sure, can drive almost everything, and it has very clear, crystal clear audio, and you can hear it very good. I like this a lot. That's the LG G8x. Thank you. The overall winner, you cannot beat it. Maybe the LG V60 can beat it, but this is very, very good. Second place, and it was a hard choice between those both, but I think the Sony Xperia 1 Mark IV's headphone jack is a tiny bit better. What I noticed, without having Dolby activated, which makes everything sound a little bit more open, a bit more punchy, and very, very close to the LG, I have to say, actually, at least with those headphones on. And you know, these are tiny little headphones here. And in everything, so I had the Dolby Atmos, I think it's called now. What was it called now? They changed the name every few seconds. Audio settings, Dolby Sound it's called. I had it turned off. The only thing that I had turned on was DSEE Ultimate, that can boost a little bit the compressed music that I was listening to from YouTube in this case. But I also tried FLAC files, of course. But for reference, I'm talking about this YouTube track that you also heard. And what I heard, even with Dolby Atmos or Dolby Sound turned off, is a bit more punch in the bass for sure. And it makes the music come a bit more to life. It is maybe a tad too bassy for some people, especially those that are used to the LG sound. So maybe you have to tune it a little bit to get the bass a little bit down here, or DSEE Ultimate deactivated eventually as well. But for sure it has good separation left and right channel, which I really like. And this is, I think, the main difference to the Zenfone 9, where I see the Zenfone 9 also has a very high quality DAC inside. I think it's also both are using Snapdragon DACs, but the Sony in the past did something with the audio for left and right channel separation to have it more wider. I'm not sure if they are still doing it for the 1 Mark IV, but I can clearly hear the song sounds a bit wider, a bit more punchy in the bass on the 1 Mark IV in comparison to the Zenfone 9. The Zenfone 9 doesn't have Dolby Sound or Dolby Atmos or something like this. What it is using is, if you go into your settings and you can check it out, is a Dirac or Dirac system. So if you go to Audio Wizard, you can see it's powered by Dirac or Dirac, or however it is pronounced. So this is their system. And I had it off with off. I don't think it is good. So I recommend it to be turned on. By default it's on, and I recommend it to have it turned on, because it gives you a little bit more of dynamic. If you have the dynamic profile as well, but the music profile as well, it's giving you a little bit more. You have, of course, the equalizer here if you want to go, there we go. The equalizer here, and you can tune it as well to your liking. What I, in comparison to the 1 Mark IV C, definitely is the 1 Mark IV has more left and right separation, a bit more clarity here and there, but it's very, very close to this. And what I can tell you is it is a good one, but in this comparison here between the 1 Mark IV, the Zenfone 9 and the LG G8x, which all have this wonderful headphone jack, the Zenfone 9 is the weakest of them all. So not by far from the 1 Mark IV, besides the stereo separation that I heard and the bit more punch in the bass on the 1 Mark IV, the loudness, I had to go, I think it was 60% here, where on the 1 Mark IV, because of maybe the punchy bass, I could leave it at 55%. So roughly 5% difference. So yes, they both get very loud, but the 1 Mark IV gets a tiny bit louder than the Zenfone 9 if you want to drive a little bit harder sets. But usually what you drive is like, such a set, Moondrop Kato, for example, maybe even cheaper sets like the Moondrop True I tried as well once. I didn't try over-ear headphones because I only have the Sony XM3, I think, with a cable, and the Sennheiser PXC550 that I could use here, but I don't like, I'm not so familiar with their sound. I don't like their sound too much in comparison to in-ears, where it's firing directly into your ear canal, and I'm more familiar with this because I'm testing more of those. So overall, this is my comparison. What do you think about the sound sample? It's always hard to show you or demonstrate to you how something sounds. You can have sound graphs. I don't have the machines to do this, so I can only tell you about my experience and give you the demo that you were listening to. What do you think about this one? Pretty good. I like that the One Mark IV and the Zenfone 9, they keep the headphone output, and yeah, if you only own the Zenfone 9, don't be like disappointed, but it's a very good headphone jack. What I didn't test out them against is the USB-C dongle. So dongle life, just like this one, this is a dumb dongle, which just I can put on this phone. I'm not able to show you, but this phone I'm allowed to show you. Here, the P50 Pocket, for example, I can put it in here. It's a dumb adapter, but it will still play music because we have a DAC built in here. But of course, you can buy super high-res DAC USB-C adapters that have a DAC inbuilt here, so they act like a sound card and will boost and give you also better sound quality if you want this. So, but this is more of a comparison of more comfortable life, because of course everyone can buy this dongle and put it here and you also get like a better sound quality, but that's not what it is about. So yeah, the inbuilt headphone jack is pretty good on the Zenfone 9. It's a tiny bit better on the One Mark IV, and it's a huger step away from those both, the LG G8x. Thank you. So what do you think about this one here? Write down in the comment section, what is your favorite phone for listening to music? Is it maybe the LG, or do you have any other favorite phone with a headphone jack that you like to listen to? That's everything for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Until the next time. Bye.